Everybody, it's Teresa. I hope you're doing well today. Well, today I wanted to bring a recipe to you that is kind of a recipe and kind of a made-up recipe. It's a jalapeno cornbread, but it's going to be stuffed with a lot of things, so it can be a meal. But I'm going to bring you along as we make this, and it's going to be really good. Hope you enjoy. I just wanted to show you the first thing I'm doing is prepping my ingredients, and I always chop extra garlic, and I leave it in this jar, leave it in the refrigerator, and it doesn't last long. We use it often. I'm going to chop an onion and have some jalapenos to chop. And I always put a garbage bowl right here for my onion trash, for the skins and stuff. Some people save them, but I don't save them. I just throw them away. Sometimes I'll freeze them if I'm going to make a broth or something, but it's not usually the red ones. Oh, and I put our trash in that bowl. I'm going to chop this, and then I'll show you what we're going to cook next. I'm going to show you what I'm about to do. I'm about to chop up this sausage. I'm going to cook this meat with it, this Jimmy Dean meat. We're going to try that out because I need to use it. And I'm only going to use about one link of this sausage. And then we'll get to the step that I did want to show you for sure. I just have a bag of golden sweet corn. I love sweet corn. And I'm going to try to use my mini food processor for this. But I'm going to put this in here. Or try to. Going to be quite full. I might have should have done it 2 batches. We're going to grind this a little bit, and then after that I'm going to add some jalapenos. So it's going to be kind of like canned corn, but I'll show you the texture. Let me, if I can get this off. See the texture? Now I'm going to add 2 large jalapenos. I hope they're not too hot. Maybe I shouldn't add the whole things. What do you think? I think I'm going to hold back just a little bit because these were quite large. So let's blend this. That looks good. And now we have kind of like our, because a lot of recipes call for cream corn, but this is a recipe I found. I actually lost the recipe, but I like this step, so I'm going to try it in the regular recipe. So now we can move to the olive oil in my pan, and I have all my ingredients. I'm going to add. I'm going to break this up and cook this a little bit, and then I'll add my onions. So I'm going to cook this a little bit. Oh, and I also wanted to show you that I'm going to preheat my oven and put this pan or skillet in the oven and preheat it a little bit before I put my cornbread mixture in there. But I have to wait for this mixture to cool off, so I didn't preheat my oven yet, but I will. So I'll be back when this is half cooked. The sausage is cooking pretty good, and I forgot to mention that both of my meats are already seasoned, so I'm not going to really season this too much because, you know, they already have salt and pepper, and I'm going to add my onions. And then I'll add the garlic a little later. I love red onions. I love yellow onions too. So this shouldn't take too much longer. And then we'll have to let it cool a little bit. I'm going off of like 3 different recipes. My mom used ground beef and sausage, but I thought I would try this sausage and see what it tastes like. And I forgot to mention, I'm also going to be adding lots of cheese because I love cheese. So all these. Okay, it's almost done. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of garlic. Probably about 2 cloves. And I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit, and I'm going to cook my corn mixture for just a second, just to get the rawness out. You probably don't have to do it. But I want to cook the jalapenos a little bit too. They will cook in the oven. And you can substitute this with the cream corn, like I said earlier. It's a pretty thick mixture. Okay, I'm gonna start heating my oven. Let this cool for a second and then we'll have all my ingredients ready. I'm gonna tell you what I have in the bowl. For the dry ingredients, I have 1 cup of flour, 1.5 cups of self-rising cornmeal. I bought the wrong kind, but it's okay, you can use that one. 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt. That's my dry ingredients. So we're gonna mix these. And I don't know if you can see, let's move this. And then here's my wet ingredients. I have 1 cup of buttermilk. I'm going to pour it in here. 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Well, it's supposed to be melted. You could put butter or oil. I just like butter. And I'm going to put 2 eggs. Let's see. I'm just going to whisk this up. And hopefully this is enough liquid. If we need more buttermilk, we can add some. Okay. Wipe up a mess. Let's bring the big bowl back. And I also have my cast iron skillet in the oven to heat up for a couple of minutes. And my oven's preheated to 400. I think I told you that already. And here's my mixture. It's cool. It's still warm, but it'll be okay once I mix it. But this tastes really good by itself. So I'm going to mix my dry ingredients. And I'm going to pour the wet ingredients in. And we'll see what the consistency is, because I'm really making this up as I go along. Like I said, I might need more buttermilk. And instead of a whisk, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use a whisk. And I can already tell I'm going to need some more buttermilk. Let's see. So let's try to measure here. I'm going to start with 1/2 cup. I just love using buttermilk. And it's not supposed to be really thin, but it's supposed to be a little bit thinner than this, because I have to mix all the other ingredients in. And there's 2 ways you could do this. You could put half the batter in the pan and then put your filling in the middle, or you could just mix it all at once. Okay. Sorry about the noise. I shouldn't have used the whisk. Let's see. Just have to go back over it with a spatula. I hope this is the right consistency. So I'm going to add my mixture. And I might have too much, actually. We'll see. I'm just going to add it. Now, a lot of dishes to wash. I'm going to fold this in. Let me ask my husband what size that pan is so I can let you know. Skillet is a 10.5 chicken fryer. It's a pretty deep cast iron. So I'm going to put my 4 ounces of Velveeta. And I'm going to put about, I guess about a cup of cheddar. And I'm going to save the rest for the top. Oh, and I'm going to put a little bit of green onions that are defrosted. They were in the freezer. I love green onions. I don't have any fresh ones though, so I had to use these. Okay, so let's combine this. Looks good already. It's probably going to take a little while to bake because it's quite a big mixture. And I actually put the Velveeta in the freezer for a minute just so I could cube it up. It worked okay. I don't know if I left it in there long enough, but that's a little tip for you. Okay, let me get the, let me move you to the stove. Okay, we're gonna get the skillet out. And it's nice and hot with the shortening. I put shortening in it. I'm going to pour the mixture in the skillet. And heating it up is supposed to make it have a little bit of a crust. And I did not add any black pepper because of all the jalapeno. So that looks good. So I'm going to put it in the oven, and then I will show you what it looks like. I forgot to put the cheese on top. I'm not with it today. Put a little extra cheese. You can't have too much cheese. And this is sharp cheddar cheese. It's a really good cheese. So that's good. Okay, now I'm going to put it in the oven. I'll see you later. The oven, it's very hot. And it's coming around the edges. You can see it did get a little crust on it. And I poked it with a knife, and it's got just a tiny bit of moisture in it, but it baked for almost 50 minutes in this pan. So we're gonna let it cool down for a minute, and then we'll do a taste test. Okay, it's pretty moist. Here it is. It's hard to get out of the pot in the whole piece because it's so cheesy, and it has that corn in it, and you can see the pieces of velveeta, which is my favorite. It reminds me of my mother. And it's still pretty hot, but we really already tasted it, and it's delicious. I'm gonna have to list the recipe in the description box. And I want you to see also, let me pick this up. Look, and here's the crust. We made a good crust, heating the skillet up. So let me taste it. And it's a little spicy because those jalapenos, but I'm glad I didn't add them all. It's very good. It's a meal. But we're going to eat it with chili tonight. I will show you that another day. Well, that's my, I guess I'll call it Mexican sausage, cheese, cornbread or something. But thank you so much for watching. And please subscribe for more videos. And have a great day. And I'll see you later. Bye.